Okay, this is the hip flexor program. We're going to start off with outside, getting the hips up, then coming across, then going straight legs, stretching out the hamstrings, and then doing that on the sides, straight legs. The next one is these hip circles in a lunge, foot's out to the side, coming in, coming out, coming in, coming out. The next one is this one, going back, coming forward, hips go back, come forward,
and this is 1-1. Let's say we're working on the third round, we're going to do 3-3.
The next one, the knees, bottom knees coming up right here to lock down the pelvis. We're going to get comfortable, pull back, pulling on the heel to flex the knee, letting it go, pulling the hip back, flexing the knee, relaxing a little bit, pulling it back, flexing the knee, letting it go, pulling it back. Okay, so the next one, we're going to be in this lunge position. We're going to rotate 45 degrees with the back leg, putting our opposite hand down. So I'm coming in down at an angle. I'm going to grab my foot, and what's going to be my leverage, pulling in, dropping the hip down as I come back, keeping the hip where it is, dropping the hip down, ooh baby, coming down, pulling the hip down, and down. Okay, so the next one is very similar to the one we just did, but this time we're turning towards the foot, inside. We're dropping in like this, and we're grabbing the foot, we're pulling in, coming back, dropping lower to the hip side, pulling in, coming back, dropping lower to this side, pulling in, dropping lower on to this side. So difference between the first one was that way, this one is turning this way. Okay, next one is going to be a lunge position. I'm going to take the foot out to the side, and then what we're going to do is we're going to come to the side, come back, drop lower, come to the side, come back, drop a little lower, come to the side, oof, come back, drop a little bit lower. This one's a nice one for the psoas. We're coming into the lunge, take the foot to the side. We're gonna stretch from the side right here, getting the hand over, putting the hand to the side. We're gonna still come to the left, middle, bringing the hips down. Coming across, back in the middle, bringing it a little lower, come across, back in the middle, a little bit lower. Whew. Okay, so this next one's gonna look like this. We're gonna come across, but this time we're gonna bring it in the center line. We're gonna have our hand outside here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna drop to the side. You can't see my foot, but I'm straightening my leg, doing an internal adductor, putting my knee back down, coming forward, and driving a little bit deeper. I'm rotating towards my knee on the inside, putting my foot down, getting my leg straight, coming back down, going a little bit deeper, going back to the side, getting my leg straight, coming back down, going a little bit deeper. Okay, next one is a strength training for the hip flexor. We're going to get into a lunge position. Make sure our back is straight, posterior tilted with my hips. I'm going to get the back leg straight, and relax it, get the back leg straight, relax it, back leg straight, relax it. We're going to do about 5 to 10 to 20 of those, both sides. Hands on the floor.
And as deep as possible.
Going up.
And one more time, hand on the floor, lifting, place on the ground, and going as deep as possible. Good. Switching sides.
I'm on the lunge. I'm pulling my back leg all the way back. Putting the knee back, pulling in more.
Back as possible.
On the lunge position, internally rotate, come back normal, externally rotate, going back and forth, internally rotate, externally rotate, both sides.
And flexing the rear knee, pressing away with the hand, releasing, and coming up high. Good. One more time, dropping, pressing on the heel, contracting the glutes and the hamstring, releasing, coming up and dropping the hips as much as possible. And one more time, flexing, pressing away, releasing, coming up, dropping the hips as much as possible. Press the knee down, placing the opposite hand on the knee, inhaling, and as you exhale, rotate in that direction, and hold the stretch. Breathing, relaxing. We're doing each exercise one time, however on your own you can do 2 or 3 times as needed. Good. And switching sides. Other leg comes over. Opposite hand on the knee. Inhale, and as you exhale, rotate. Hold in that position. The usual hold time for relaxed stretches is 15 to 30 seconds. If you're going to do multiple sets, start with 10, then do 20, and then 30. Good. And from there, soles of the feet together, pressing the knees out, butterfly stretch. Good. You can either press the knees with the hands, or you can contract the glutes, and the knees will. And breathing, relaxing, stretching the hamstrings. We want to stretch all the muscles, not just the hip flexors, because all the muscles will assist in the hip flexor stretches. And stay in that position as well. Make sure that your back stays straight. If you flex your back, you will lose an ability to do the rotation with the hips. Good. And from there, let's come up. And reaching forward with one leg. Lunge position. Here we want to stay vertical, dropping the hips as close to the ground as possible. Breathing, relaxing. Good. And switching, pull the heel to the glutes. And pull the leg back as far as it goes. Good. Good. To exhale, and as the inhale will come up. And hold in the cobra. Shoulders down, away from the ears. Lower neck, breathing, relaxing. Good. And from there, let's pull back into the baby pose.